So this is a poor man's windrower. As you can see what it'll do, if you look at all the little rocks and big rocks over here, you'll scrape them to the sides and clean up most of the ground. So all we've got is basically a dozer chain, which I've turned into a V by just getting a bit of bar, and I just cut some holes into the bottom of it so I can put some shackles through it, and then a little bit of chain there to grab on the end of one of the chain links on the dozer. You can see it clearly on this one. It doesn't work too badly. I've seen other designs where they've got the chains basically run out in a big line, and then you have multiple chains along it, so it pulls in one big long line rather than a V like this. But with the V working here, it does really put your rocks into two lines without too much trouble. As you can see here, that's where it sort of stopped and pulls them along. So driving around a bit, that's a 60 horse tractor. I've only had to stop and pull it over. Well, the only reason I stopped really was just to pull it over this stump here that it really didn't want to pull through because the tractor was in a bit of mud. But it doesn't do a bad job, again, considering it takes about 30 minutes to make it. You can see the difference here between left and right, and yeah, this was definitely just as rocky as that there. I've probably been over that maybe 4 or 5 times. So I reckon you could probably do, this is very rocky ground. As you can see, I reckon you could probably do quarter acre, an acre in a day without, or quarter acre to half an acre, say, in a day quite well. I've only been driving around for about half an hour, 40 minutes, I guess. So, but I'll keep going and I'll see how this goes. But as you can see here, again, that's where I've just been driving through. You can definitely see it's clearer than, again, just to the right. And it pushes them to the side to some extent, but it definitely seems to fill the holes in too, which is quite good. So, yeah, I think I'll keep scrubbing away at this, and then and see how we go. So yeah, it's just a dozer chain and a bit of bar at the end to make it a triangle. A piece of beam would probably, like something heavier, would probably be more effective. But again, we're using what we have. This is agricultural technology. But again, I'd like to just scrub all of this up and try and clean it up, and at some point put some grass into it. But you can certainly see where I've been. Anyway, so just an idea. Again, because you can pick up a bit of dozer track for next to nothing. And while I'm sure a proper Rock Windrower will do a much more clever job of it, I don't think you can beat this on price. So you might spend a little bit more in diesel dragging it around, but I mean, what does a Rock Windrower start at? Probably 10 grand more. So anyway. Thanks for watching.